People ask me, Brad, why do you have so many pairs of shoes? And I busted everything out to talk about it a little bit. This is about half of my collection. The other half is at different residents. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I do have a lot of shoes. I can never again tease my wife about her closet and the female shoe collection. You can tell that these are for different specialized uses, I could say. When you're flopping around in these are actually really bad for your feet, because when you step up with a flip-flop, your toes have to grab the shoe to keep it connected so it doesn't flop down, and that completely changes the functional movement of the foot through the stride pattern. So you want to use stuff like this as minimally as possible. Rainy day, of course I love these, my only waterproof shoe. These would be the specialized use area. These are for speed golf, these are for running longer distances or doing things when I need a little more padding. Basketball, we are going to compete the Peluva against the Kobe Air and see who can jump higher. You're going to be surprised at the result. Of course, for biking and my wonderful track and field section, the Vaporflies, they're the ones complaining about the world records are being set because these are the springy shoes. So I love putting these on, high jump spikes. And then over here, you have the Minimalist shoe section. I'm sure you're familiar with that movement and the great zero drop effect of these different shoes, where the heel is the same height as the toes instead of the elevated heel there. A lot of people got into these years ago. The articulated 5-toe design that Peluva brought back, but the concern here was there was so little padding. People were going from a lifetime wearing puffy, cushiony shoes, some of the ridiculous pairs, and then switching over to that, big trouble because your foot hasn't adapted. So what's great about Peluva is they kind of added 10 millimeters of cushioning, so it's not such a jarring transition. You still want to transition slowly and carefully to these, but today, with long time of adaptation, these shoes are great for everything. The specialized use, that's fine, but everyday use, for fashion, for style, for exercise, you got the zero drop effect with 10 millimeters of padding, and very important, the most important thing is the articulated toes, to allow the toes to work through the stride pattern, absorb shock, provide propulsion, everything here. You're gonna have so much space in your closet as you start using these and realizing you can box those up for special use only. Peluva.